So Darragh, it's really lovely to be down here at the Shared Discovery Village today. And most people think of social enterprise as a cafe, to be honest. Where are we today and what do you do?
Yeah, we have a cafe, but we've a lot more than that. We essentially we're an outdoor education and recreation centre, but from a social enterprise point of view, we can't afford to be just that.
No.
We have to be much more enterprising. So if we think about our year, I suppose our schools and our groups come between February and June, which is great, and it's a core part of our market. But we need to generate more to keep the organisation going. So we then have families who come to us in July and August. They'll come and they'll camp. They'll come to our glamping pods. They'll bring their touring caravan, or come to the static site, or come to stay in self-catering accommodation and take part in a range of activities which we have on site. We're open all year round. We talk about a cafe. We have a cafe, we have a bar, we have a swimming pool, we have an ice rink or roller rink, depending on what time of year you come. We have events at the hallmark times of the year. So we'll have Halloween events coming up now very soon. And then we have a large Christmas event starting in the middle of December, where it's a big winter wonderland, a big Christmas experience. So we cover a lot of areas. And as you say, people think about social enterprise in one form, but we're a very different version of that.
Okay, so somebody like me who doesn't love the water, you don't actually have to get on the water. You've just listed loads and loads of like different activities. So I can come down here for the day and do your roller rink, and what else can I do?
Well, you can come for the day and you can stay in one of our glamping pods and just chill out and read a book and watch the world go by. You can come and stay in some of our accommodation and go to the pool and go to the sauna, or have a swim for yourself. You know, just chill out that way, or use our. I know you're very fond of the gym, Amanda. So there's a gym that you could certainly use and fit that in. So you don't have to partake in the activities. Some people come down and just come to relax, come for a weekend. Others will come down and they're here for the activities and they want to pack as much in as they can. But there's something for everybody.
Did I hear you have a climbing wall?
No, we don't just have one. We have two.
Oh, brilliant.
We have an indoor climbing wall for Fermanagh weather, and we have an outdoor climbing wall when the summer shows. But we have two, so we have two very, very good climbing walls, and they're very, very popular in terms of people don't often get an opportunity to climb in this way. So the groups that will come and use it, but also families will come and use it, and it's a great way for people to, I suppose, experience a bit of personal development. People come and they look at it and they're maybe not that confident to go up the wall, and by the end of a session they're not only going up the wall, they're helping belay others up the wall, and have really achieved something that they wouldn't maybe have thought they could, which is the same with a lot of the activities we offer.
Brilliant. So you said schools come here. Are you finding that that's mostly schools in a sort of certain geographical areas? Do you have a shout out for schools that haven't been here before?
Absolutely, very much so. And I suppose the C word, post-COVID, we noticed a lot of schools who hadn't come to us before starting to come and being aware of what we do. But there's certainly scope there, especially this time of the year. Schools maybe think about us being open in the sort of spring, summer season. This time of the year we have availability and lots of programs that we can offer schools. We're just developing an environmental education and awareness program, and we're developing a forest school. So schools could come here as part of their EcoFlag accreditation. I know it's talking to teachers, it's more difficult to tick the boxes for an EcoFlag, if you like, so they could come here as part of that exercise, do their residential, do their activities, but also learn. We're trying to do some curriculum based learning as well, aligning our activities to key stages of the curriculum. So the schools, a lot of our schools come from Belfast and around the area, but we have schools that come from all over Northern Ireland and the Republic, and we have a number of schools that come from England and Scotland. So we definitely have a wide reach, but we've scope for more schools all the time.
That sounds amazing and really good. You said you're open all year round, so I'm thinking Christmas vouchers?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you can buy vouchers on our website all year round, but certainly it's a nice quirky Christmas present that people can buy somebody the gift of an experience, as opposed to maybe a makeup set or whatever that might be, or a pair of socks. But you can buy, so you buy a voucher and people then can use that throughout the year on accommodation, on activities, on the experiences we offer. So there's lots of scope there for that different present for the person that's in your life that's hard to buy for.
Brilliant. So we've talked about target markets, I suppose, and talked about schools and youth groups, and families. Families are a big market, both for day and for accommodation. But how about corporate organisations or statutory organisations? You know, what would be your ask of them, or how can they get involved?
Well, very much they can get involved in a number of ways. Firstly, in the obvious way of, coming to use the facilities. We have a 300-seat indoor theatre in our arts arena, so people could come and have their corporate conference, their AGM, whatever, and that can be fully catered in terms of food and bar and all the rest. So they could come and do that. They can come and do team building and personal development and problem solving as part of that overall package. But also we're very much looking into that corporate partner space. There's lots of ways that people can achieve their CSR goals with us. We have lots of areas. It's a big site, as we've seen walking about. There's lots of areas of the site that people can help, renovate, upkeep, help with the maintenance. We had a group with Business in the Community last year who came out from Terex and planted 400 trees across the site. So there's lots and lots of ways corporate organisations can get involved in supporting us to sustain what we have and to thrive into the future. And I would be very keen on corporate partners being long-term, mutually beneficial corporate partners, not just that transactional corporate partnership. So it's a space that we're really trying to move into, and we'd be very keen to talk to any corporates out there that would like to get involved and support us in what we do, and us to help them achieve their goals as well.
In terms of social value then, like corporates obviously now going for tenders have to demonstrate how they achieve social value, and the best way for them to do that is work with community, voluntary, social enterprise sector organisations. You support a lot of families, and a lot of families in need as well too, through your accommodation in particular. So how about, could corporates maybe sponsor some of your chalets, and then you could demonstrate to them the number of families and individuals that they've supported?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's a really good point, because from a social value point of view, Share are very well positioned to support corporate organisations with public procurement in meeting their tender needs across a range of areas. So, one you've alluded to, but obviously in terms of pro bono work, in terms of sharing expertise, is another area that we can always benefit from. But we've worked with a company in Belfast who made a large donation to do up one of our chalets. Travel Solutions Belfast sent their staff down here, and that becomes part of their organisation. They have their chalet at Share that they have upgraded, and we're able to say to them, look, because you've done that, we've had 20%, 30% uplift increase in footfall to that chalet month on month. We welcome around 70,000 people a year here every year, and at least 50% of those people come from a marginalised group. That's not necessarily only disabilities. It can be ethnic minorities, refugees. It covers a number of areas. So from a social value point of view, we're very well positioned to support organisations to meet their requirements.
Brilliant. 70,000 people, that is a huge figure. And obviously you've just said there about corporates. Are you thinking about, as in on right across the island, not just the north, but south as well too, because they actually do have a social enterprise policy, actually. So you're on the border here, so it'd be very easy for them to come up.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, we have a huge range of customers from the south. In the summertime, a huge number of our customers who come for caravan and camping holidays are from the south, and they come here because we are so close to the south. So companies in the south that want to be involved with social value, again, we would welcome that with open arms, very much so. That we're well placed for both sides of the border, and we'll be able to meet the requirements regardless of where people are coming from.
You talked there about knowledge skills transfer. Is there any particular areas at the minute that you would love to have support in? So actually put that ask out there,
It's something that we're just in a process of sort of reviewing our business and our business model and how we operate. So being totally open with anybody out there that would want to be involved, we would accept help and advice from anybody in terms of being able to look at business analysis, profitability, what parts of the business we should really focus on, what parts of the business, or maybe just something that we could step away from or retransform into something else. So somebody who can come to us and sort of strip apart what we've got, work with us and work with our board of trustees to say, these are areas you need to focus on. Also could do help in terms of IT and our IT infrastructure, just modernising. We could definitely use technology a lot better to just work smarter and more efficiently. So anything in that area as well would be very much welcomed.
Brilliant. It sounds like I'm sure there's a lot of businesses out there, you know, particularly as you say in that commerciality focus kind of end, or that IT end, that could actually really be beneficial to you. And like, look, coming out here, why would they not even just want to come out here? Because it's so good even for your mental health as well too.
Very much so. You're in nature, no matter where you are in Share, you're in nature. It's all around us. We're completely enclosed with it by it. So it's a great opportunity to be involved, to support a social enterprise like Share to thrive into the future. And I would welcome that long-term partnership. So it's not just a sort of come in and do a piece of work and never be seen again or never be part. I would very much welcome that we'd be able to pick up the phone to somebody and say, look, we're having a difficulty here, or, you know, send your staff down for a team building day, and that's an ongoing thing, so that it has to work for both parties, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say. And that's how I would envisage this rolling out and this being part of what we do into the future.
So final question for now, how do people get in touch with you, or how do people buy vouchers?
You can do it all online, www.sharevillage.org, very simple one, and you can buy the vouchers online, you can book your accommodation, your activities online, or you can pick up the phone and speak to Una, who's only too happy to speak to people, on 028 677 22122, or drop us an email even at info@sharevillage.org.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. And if people want any more info, they could check out your podcast on what is social enterprise for
Absolutely.
a big full story of the background. Thank you so much.
Brilliant. Thank you.